once you become into this place where you just at peace with who you are and who you're becoming, and like I said again, I had to give myself permission to evolve, because it was almost like I wanted to grow, but I couldn't grow because of my surroundings.
Now also, Jeezy files for divorce from Jeannie Mai after 2 years of marriage.
And black women rejoice!
But Jeezy filed to end his marriage on Thursday in Georgia Superior Court of Fulton County. The filing says the marriage of the parties is broken and there is no hope for getting back together.
So it looks like Jeezy couldn't put up with being married to Jeannie Mai anymore. When he made a deeply personal, shocking revelation about Jeannie, it sent shockwaves through their fan base. After all, they seemed like the perfect couple, always smiling for the cameras and sharing their love story with the world, right? So what went wrong? Hey, I'm Kat. Welcome back to Rumor Has It. Jeezy recently made an unbelievable revelation as he explained to the world why he can no longer bear to stand by his wife's side. To further make things more believable, Jeezy has also filed for divorce. Meanwhile, Jeannie seemed to be hopeful that whatever was broken between her and Jeezy would be fixed, but it looks like Jeezy had other plans. Plans that had nothing to do with her, as Jeezy is ready to call it quits with Jeannie Mai. But what exactly did Jeannie Mai do to trigger such a shocking response from Jeezy? Let's break it down.
We all know what we want. We want to feel trusted, we want to feel loved, we want to feel safe.
Our source adding they had different views and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met.
As expected, Jeannie Mai is devastated about the whole situation and desperately wants her marriage to work. But we all know that it takes two to tango, and one party can't single-handedly make things work. For those of you who don't know, the Jenkins couple has always been extremely adorable to the public. Most only dream about having a relationship like theirs, while constantly tagging them with the hashtag couple goals. However, as sweet and beautiful as people saw the couple, nobody really knows what goes on behind closed doors, and it looks like their love story started to break down and crumble in the end. Jeezy's divorce filing contains several reasons why he decided that Jeannie Mai was not the one for him anymore. He revealed that he and Mai were currently living in a bona fide state of separation, and that their marriage was broken beyond repair. He also added that he and Mai had gotten to an extent where reconciliation can never happen. It seems like this blatant honesty struck a chord with fans who had invested so much emotion in Jeezy and Jeannie's love story. The fans that had hoped for them to make amends and get back together had their dreams shattered like glass. In the divorce document filed on September 14th, 2023 in Fulton County, Georgia, Jeezy also added that he wants joint legal custody of their baby, Monaco. To make things even more real, Jeezy also addressed their prenup agreement, which they'd both signed a day before their wedding. He stated that he would, without argument, fulfill what is expected of him in the prenup. But Jeezy didn't stop at just filing for divorce. He took to Instagram and shared a cryptic message that was directed at Jeannie Mai and their impending split. Too focused on who I'm becoming to focus on who's not coming with me. He captioned a carousel of images of himself in front of a Mercedes sedan. The caption sent a huge message to the world on how Jeezy feels about Jeannie Mai. Seeing this, many gave up on the thought Jeezy and Jeannie could get back together. Even Jeannie hoped that Jeezy would have a change of heart regarding the divorce. The truth is, Jeannie wants her marriage to work and wants her family to be one solid unit. She's devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce, a source said.
While all this cuteness is going on and she going to his concerts and posting about him on Instagram, this man been down to the divorce attorney's office since this summer.
You may already know, the couple first crossed paths in November 2018 on the set of The Real, where Jeannie was a co-host. Jeezy was there as a guest, and sparks flew instantly. Jeannie described their first meeting, saying that there was a magnetic attraction immediately after they met. Truly, just like a pair of magnets, the duo slowly gravitated towards each other since then. The pair started seeing each other secretly and going on dates, but refused to publicly acknowledge the rumors about them dating. At the time the pair started seeing each other, Jeannie had just come out of a 10-year marriage to Freddie Hartize, and she could already tell that being with Jeezy was completely different.
I wasn't molded, but I definitely was changed. I walked into my first date with Jeezy saying, I don't want to get married. I had a really, a very, very tumultuous time with it, and I got out of it for a reason.
But according to her, it was different in a good way. I didn't even know until my new relationship that something as basic, even something as basic as like at his birthday party. He left his birthday to drive me to the airport. He was looking at me like, are you crazy? I need to see you off. I'm going to drive you to the airport. So I'm just saying, just be mindful of your standards. Jeannie told her co-host while she explained how nice it felt to be with Jeezy. Soon they became one of Hollywood's favorite power couples. Their love was on a display for the world to see, whether they were walking red carpets hand in hand or posting affectionate pictures on social media. Fans couldn't get enough of their chemistry, and they were hailed as relationship goals by many. The couple became official in 2019 when they attended the inaugural Snowball Gala in Atlanta. After dating for almost 2 years, Jeezy finally popped the question in 2020 during a surprise quarantine date night in his home. In a bid to display how romantic he is, Jeezy practically brought Vietnam to Mai by creating a Vietnamese-themed dinner filled with Vietnamese food and decor. Knowing fans on social media, the proposal was the talk of the town for quite some time, with everyone gushing about Jeezy's romantic display. Soon after, the couple sealed their relationship by getting married the following year in their Atlanta home. Despite the original wedding being changed at the last minute to a smaller one due to COVID-19 restrictions, news about Jeezy and Jeannie's wedding spread like wildfire. It felt as though fans had been expectant of their wedding. The couple's relationship became the subject of public fascination. Fans admired the way Jeezy and Jeannie seemed so in sync, often quoting their heartwarming statements about each other. Jeannie always spoke about Jeezy being her protector, her balance, and someone she always looked up to. Meanwhile, Jeezy has also gushed several times on Instagram about Jeannie's smile, which melts his heart. These sweet declarations only fuel the public's fascination with their love. So it was quite shocking when the bombshell about their divorce came out of nowhere. No one ever saw it coming. In fact, earlier in September 2023, Jeannie Mai shared a heartwarming post on Instagram featuring their baby.
God, thank you for my daddy and his work to help people believe in themselves, just like he teaches me. Amen.
The post was accompanied by a caption that stated how joyful Jeannie was and how proud she was of her husband. At the time, Jeezy's memoir, Adversity for Sale, was on the list of the New York Best Time Seller, and Jeannie had a proud wife moment. Hence, after seeing this, fans of the couple were in complete disbelief about the divorce news, and hoped that both Jeezy and Jeannie would fix their problems and eventually become the internet's sweetest couple once again. However, it gradually dawned on the entire world that these two were done for good. As news of their divorce spread, the hidden truths within their marriage were unveiled. A source told Entertainment Tonight that Jeezy and Jeannie, despite being the famous it couple, didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. This source went on to say that they both especially had different views on family values and expectations. We all know that the couple recently had their first child, however there's been a lot of speculation that they share different views on building a family, especially with the now 1-year-old baby Jenkins in the picture. The Jenkins broke the news of a family expansion late in 2021, a few months after tying the knot. Baby Monaco drew a lot of attention and gained many fans, especially after she made her first public appearance the following year. Who knew that even after all these sweet moments had taken place, Jeezy would go and file for divorce in 2023 when Monaco is barely 2. While Jeezy's mind may have been made up, Jeannie still holds onto the gleam of hope that she could convince Jeezy to withdraw his divorce files. Sources claim that Jeannie Mai is still deeply in love with Jeezy, and that despite not seeing eye to eye on things, she has never harbored thoughts of getting a divorce. But whether or not Jeannie's wish will be granted, only time will tell. But hey, I want to hear from you. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next video.